Welcome back to Banjo Kazooie. We just realised we didn't introduce ourselves last part. So, hi, I'm Skulker91, aka Mr. 63, aka Ross.
And it is your channel.
Yes.
And I suppose your playthrough.
Yes.
I guess that raises the question of who am I and what am I doing?
Well, you're doing Mumbo Mountain.
You got that right. Well, this is it's a playthrough, but it's kind of two people doing it together.
Well, how should we put it? We're going to be doing, like, say, it would be me, which I did Spiral Mountain, then you, then me, then you, then me, then you, and all that stuff.
Well, basically, Ross, Mr. Kirby63, Skullkid91 did the first Skullkid Spiral Mountain, and myself, Green Apple 968, is going to be doing Mumbo's Mountain. Because it's we're doing this like playthrough together. It's like a joint playthrough.
Oh, yeah.
I begin with Mumbo's Mountain, and I should probably point out that I mentioned this is a 100% playthrough where we collect everything, and the key thing to remember is that if you get all 100 Jiggies and you use all of them, then you should be left with 2. Well, there's no should about it, you will be left with 2. The notes, basically you just have to collect 900, extra honeycomb pieces... 24. Now the key thing about Mumbo tokens is there's 115 to be collected, and from Mumbo's spells you actually use 75, which would leave you with 40 left over. However... Oh, damn it. However...
Oh, first hit, you fool!
However, this very first level, Mumbo's Mountain, it's actually possible to do this level, and thus the entire game, 100% and without the transformation.
Mm-hmm. Which
means you can actually save yourself 5 Mumbo tokens, which means...
Well, that's because in this level it's only literally 5 Mumbo tokens.
That's correct. 5 Mumbo tokens to be collected, 5 to use, but you can do the level without basically Mumbo would turn you into a termite, but you can do the level 100% without the termite, which means you can save yourself 5 Mumbo tokens and thus be left with 45 afterwards, and that's actually what we're going to be doing. We will be doing this level without the use of the termite because the termites are necessary, and therefore it would make sense to save the Mumbo tokens and have 45 left over instead of 40. And obviously I came up here to learn the ground pound move because this is a very widely used technique and we do need it for various other parts of this level and the rest of the game, to be honest.
Yeah. Look at that skull, that freaked me out as a kid.
That I can't relate to.
Oh, come on. Look, let's probably say there's in every single level there's always 10 Jiggies and two extra honeycomb pieces.
And X number of Mumbo tokens.
Yeah, X, because it's randomised.
And 100 notes.
Well, yep, I'll keep that noted.
Nice. Yeah, we're still coming in here though because there's notes that we need, but we won't be disturbing Mumbo. We'll just leave him to sleep, and then we'll be on our way.
Yeah.
But to do this game, you can just complete the game. You can afford to lose, I think, 6 Jiggies and 90 notes. So with the notes, it's quite lenient. With the Jiggies, not so much.
Yeah.
But the Mumbo tokens, you can afford to drop 40.
We should probably also mention, if this is right over everything, just a fair warning, there are 2 that can be missed.
That's right, with Mumbo tokens, there are 2 missable Mumbo tokens.
Well, one that's just odd, and one that's just because you've got to get where you're on there. That's pretty much it, to be honest. Aha! Good, first try.
Is it at all odd that Banjo, aka a bear, is smaller than the termites? Since when have termites been bigger than bears?
I don't know. I thought as a kid it was just be ants.
Well, even so, ants, termites. Since when have termites been bigger than bears?
I don't know. That's rare. That's
Rare. Since when have termites been bigger than bears?
yeah, but it's not the same rare as they used to be. Well, since there's also might as well too. On the day that we are recording this, there's actually been they've actually released a Kickstarter for a Banjo Kazooie successor, which has already been fun, which is called Ukulele. I bet you can't tell that was based off of
Ukulele?
How the hell do you know that? But I think it's mostly.
And we're there. To the top.
Yay! Right on down. Right, be the termite now. Don't fall down.
I'll try not to.
Yeah. It's already been funded, but granted, it's already been funded. But to be honest, I am glad because honestly, I love platformers. Platformers are my favourite genre ever.
Now to learn a technique we just can't do without.
And also, I think the ukulele is also just a reference to banjo because banjo the bears also supposed to be a banjo the instrument.
Yes, that is correct.
And there's something called a kazoo.
Don't ask me. But yeah, the two unmissable, the two missable Mumbo tokens, or at least I can only think of two.
The two unmissable ones. Yes, you have to get these ones.
The two Mumbo tokens that that I know of that are missable. Obviously, we'll explain them when we get there.
But one of them is a bit. We'll say that one of them is a bit. Actually, watch some words. A bit odd how it becomes missable.
But obviously we'll explain when we get there. But obviously this is level 1. The first one is on level 6. The other one's on level 9. So we've got a fair way to go.
Yeah, we've got 15 minutes, so we can open the door. Also 5 gingers in every level. I don't know why there's not a red one.
Because they only wanted blue, yellow, green, and pink, and the other colour I've forgotten about? Orange?
Orange, yeah.
Now, what's our attitude when it comes to talking about the future levels, aka potential spoilers? What's our attitude to that?
Don't mention anything I would say don't mention anything like say at the end game. If you know what I mean. You know what I mean? 'Cause,
I mean, how far can we go? What's the furthest we can talk about?
When we get to Gruntilda, the part where we get to
right now, what's the furthest we can talk about?
I'll say first 5 levels.
First 5 levels?
Yeah, or 4 or 6. Yeah. Also, we are going to be doing like I said, we are doing 1 per level, but there is going to be one part of the video where we're going to need to go to a certain level to get a certain move, so we can go back to the other level to get to 100% there.
Yes, because obviously the techniques that we learnt from Sparrow Mountain are not the only techniques there are to be learnt. There are
X numbers of bottles in some levels.
There are indeed 3 moves on this level, 2 on the next, and then 1 on the next, and the next, and the next, and the next.
Yeah.
And you have to learn a lot of these moves. You have to learn in order to 100% the game. And most of the time, bottles is in the level that you need the move for.
Yeah.
However, there is 2 levels where basically to be able to do 100%, to be able to 100% the levels, you need both the moves. So you have to go to one level, get the technique,
yeah.
then go to the other level and get the technique, and then you're able to 100% both levels.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to.
It's the only thing in this game that requires backtracking.
Yes, but it's only a tiny bit. Normally, I go into level, because it's levels 5 and 6. Normally, I go to level 5, get the move, then go to level 6, get the move, and then do level 6, then go back and do level 5.
Well, I actually kind of want to do them in order to be up. Well, actually, wait a minute. How's it go? How's the level set usually go?
What are you talking about?
How's the levels usually go? It was it's Mumbo's Mountain, Treasure Cove, Clanker's Cavern, then Bubble Swamp, then the 2 levels after that. Well, how's it go?
Freeze Easy Peak, Gobi's Valley.
So it goes like that. And it is a character. Conga, the gorilla. Or is it? It would have been more funny if they actually just had that guy with a red tie. We make a clear reference to what's the first important game they made. Rare has. Well, it's like I said, it is arguable what is the best Rare game. Well, to me this is. I can say that right now.
My favourite Rare game, Banjo Kazooie. My least favourite, probably GoldenEye. That's just me though.
Mine's probably Perfect Dark Zero.
I don't want to say that by accident. I have a bad tendency to say bearing in mind, and it's when you're playing a game where you're playing a bear, you don't really want to be saying bearing in mind.
Oh, trust me. Wait till we get to the next level.
But let's just say it anyway. Bearing in mind, there are a lot of Rare games I've not played.
Yeah. If I had to, my least favourite.
To be honest, you probably know all of the Rare games that I've played, don't you?
Most of the important ones. I mean, a lot of people say that Conker's Bad Fur is the best Rare game. I haven't played it.
Nor have I.
Because, that's literally because of how expensive it is.
Yes, I did look online, and it seems at the moment, but at the time, the cheapest I could get it second hand was £130.
Granted. Oh yeah. This is missable. That's missable, by the way. So do not destroy all the junk.
You can just leave the level, come back.
Oh.
The stone thing is back.
Oh.
And then you can just leave one of them, get on top of it, and get the honeycomb piece.
Oh, so I forgot about that. Oh yeah, which also I should probably also mention is that this game is also on Xbox One, and if you want to play it, it's also on the Xbox 360.
But it's easier because on the N64 version, if you die, you lose your notes
and Jinjos.
But then on the Xbox version, you don't lose that stuff.
I think you lose your Jinjos, but not the notes.
Ah, okay. But that's the 5 Mumbo tokens that we get for free. And we finished with a pink Jinjo.
Yeah, yay! You done?
Well, I've got to get the one outside. Yeah, normally the termite is needed for the termite tower and also the Jiggy out here, but that I'll be getting as well.
We're also going to be getting to Treasure Cove as well.
Yeah, but all the other transformations we are going to be using.
Yeah. Yeah. One of them could be annoying.
I'm not sure which one you're talking about.
You didn't get it, did you?
Sorry?
You didn't get it, did you?
One of them could be annoying. I know I'm going to get that. Not quite.
Oh, come on! If you're that speedrunner, you could have gone on its first try. Which, by the way, that speedrunner, very good speedrunner.
Yeah, although this is our first Let's Play for this game, it's not our first experience of this game. We've both played and completed this game a lot of times.
I've played it too many times.
And on a joint channel, TSG Vids Commentary, we did do a no extra honeycombs piece for a no extra honeycombs piece challenge for this game. And then on my own channel, Green Apple 968, I did a no honeycombs, no extra honeycombs, no death challenge, whereby I did the game without collecting any honeycomb pieces or extra honeycomb pieces. So I only had 5 energy bars and wasn't allowed to refill it, and also I also wasn't allowed to die. And further to that, the quiz at the end, I also did answering every question on the board, and that was with me only being able to afford to get 4 wrong.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough.
But yeah, this is a proper Let's Play.
Yeah. We will be doing something special. We will be doing something special for this. We won't say yes.
Yeah, so that there is Bruntilda's sister.
Just to let you know, yeah. you will be needing to speak to her. But just to let you know, if you are following us and you want to get easy at some later parts, don't. It's always random. It's always random what it is.
Yeah. She tells you secrets about Gruntilda, which helps you with a certain thing later on, and it's completely random every time. And we are going to speak to her every time and get all the secrets
Off camera.
But we are going to get it.
Yeah.
Also, if your health isn't filled, then she'll also fill your health, but only once. Well, every time you see her. Every time you see her, she'll also refill your health, but only once.
Yeah, only once.
Say hello to Mr. Cauldron.
Doesn't he have another name?
Magic Cauldron.
He's just called Cauldron. No, it's very special as Teapot. It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny since like I watched some like other playthroughs and all that stuff, like learning like some secrets, the one that I watched I was most notable was like the Game Grumps interview with the guy who made the music of this game. I find the stuff that he says about this game, of how he makes some of the sounds, is very interesting. But I'm not going to say.
We're close to Treasure Trove Cove. Should we talk about it there, where we've got more time?
Yeah.
Because
well, I don't exactly. I'm not. Well, one I will save till a certain level.
There is a Mumbo token
down there. Well, down there,
but we'll get it much later, where we will tie it in with something else.
Yeah, something. Right then, that's the end of Mumbo's Mountain. We'll see you next time for. What are you doing? Oh, I see. Right then, we'll see you next time for Treasure Cove Cove.
See you there.